Hello to one and all. This is Naren from SCBT. This is the demonstration video for the stage 1, which is the question bank upload stage for the online end semester examination that is planned in this month for the final semester regular courses of the graduation batch. So this demonstration is only applicable, I repeat, to the final semester regular courses of the graduation batch who are going to have the exam question paper in the TCS platform. For earlier courses, this procedure need not be followed. I hope all of you have got the login credentials for the TCS and you are able to see your courses. I will just show you where the courses that are mapped to you or first can be located. Now if you just go to Google and then put TCS iON Digital Learning, you will see these two portals. This first one is the TCS iON Digital Learning, which typically I write in my email as TCS IDL. IDL stands for iON Digital Learning, is this portal. And the next one, which is this TCS SMB, is a TCS Webtop Solution Portal. If you click here, you will go to a page like this, and then if you click on this sign in page of this portal, it will take, this is the sign in page of this portal, and if you sign in here, this goes to a page that you are probably familiar with. Now if you log in through the TCS iON Digital Learning Hub, you may also go from TCS IDL to this portal by using this launch webtop. Now for some of you this icon may not be available, but you need not worry if this is not available. If you have this icon of launch other solution, then you can click this to go to the webtop solution as I am now showing on the screen. But if you don't have that icon, then you just Google it, go to this portal, so which will land you here, and then click on sign in, which goes to this page, and once you sign in, you will still come to the same webtop solution. Now in the webtop solution, you have to click here for the stage 1, which is the question bank upload, and then go to the content authoring engine. In this webtop, you have to click here. So just wait, it depends on the net speed. So let me just reload this page. So I will just once again log in. Probably because of internet my connection got broke. So I am just logging in. Yeah, you have to just click here and go to this content authoring engine. If this content authoring engine is not enabled in your login, you can send email to TCS iON support and Dr. Kumar or Dr. Dinesh will fix this. So click on this content authoring engine. You will come to this screen where you have to click on content bank authoring and then go to this question management. Those of you who have already done for CAA 3 would be familiar. It is almost the same process, but there are also a few of you who may be doing this for the first time. So go to this question management and then click on this upload download icon, and you click here to download this template. I have already downloaded, so let me just do it again. Click on only English and just download the template. So this is the template that I have already downloaded. So I am just replacing it. In your case, you may be downloading it for the first time. So let me go to this. So let us assume that you have already followed the stage 0 demonstration and your question bank is ready. So what I mean by question bank is, for a regular one section course, we are going to have 13 questions, and this 13 questions, of these 10 questions are of 10 marks and 3 questions are of 20 marks. Now you can have all your questions as image. If you are having all your questions as image, just make sure that image file name is what I now show you on the screen. It should be like Shastra underscore course code, whatever is the course code for which you have to have an end semester examination. I mean the regular 8th semester or the final semester of the graduation batch. Course code underscore nsem and then underscore the 01020304 or the index number or the serial number for that particular course. Make sure that the images have to be referred along with the extension, and you should have this closing, this opening and this closing syntax. There should not be any space. So if your course has 13 images, you will have 13 such syntax, or otherwise there will be text also. So I am not repeating all those instructions of how to make this question bank. I hope this question bank is ready. Now all you have to do is you have to open this question upload Excel. Maybe first you can rename this question upload Excel in terms of your course code, and you can just put it as nsem so that you know that you are using this file for nsem. Specifically, there are people who have used it before for CAA, so just to differentiate, I'm just making it as nsem. So I'm just renamed this file, and you can just open. What you can do is from your question bank, so let's say if this is your question bank file, from your question bank you can just copy all this English sheet where you have all the questions. So this is the file that you downloaded. It will be empty like this. It will have 3 sheets. In this English sheet, all you have to do is you have to just copy paste the questions that you have prepared and also all these corresponding columns. So this is what I have already copy pasted, right? So I have already done that. So let me assume that now you know how to fill up this English sheet. The next sheet that you have to fill is the configuration sheet. It will be empty in your downloaded column. I will explain this sheet using the filled sheet, which is much more easier rather than following this empty sheet. So this is how the configuration sheet filled in should be there. The column A is a question number column. So you can put up to 1 to 13. If you are going to have 26 questions, then it will be like 1 to 26, so on. In the column B, use the drop down and choose it as subjective question. So you will have lots of options. You will have to choose it as a subjective question. If the end semester is as an MCQ allowed by the VC, then it will be like an MCQ question. So, but if it's an MCQ question, then that means this in the English sheet there will be options filled up, and the current and the option count will also be filled up. So that's the only change with respect to MCQ. But otherwise, by fair and large, all of us are going to have only subjective questions. For subjective questions, all of these will be like NA. Now let's come into the configuration sheet. This question type will be subjective. Now the column C, the status should be sealed. So choose drop down and then do it. Don't copy paste. Don't copy like one like this and then paste it somewhere. That's sometimes creates error. Now this D column is very important. In this drop down, now on the screen you may see a lot of course code because I have downloaded this from an admin login. But when you download, you will only see the courses for which you are authorized to upload. Now you might also see some of the arrear courses that were earlierly created by the TCS, but you can just ignore them. As I said in the beginning of the video, we are only going to use the TCS platform for the regular final semester courses of the graduation batch. So you just scan through this and choose the course code for which you have to upload the question. I have chosen a dummy demonstration course code. The course code for me itself is endsem01. So please don't write endsem01. this is a dummy course code which I am going to use just for demonstration purpose. You will choose the course code pertaining to you. Then in this mark column E, now here is where you tell the mark for every question. Now you have these 13 questions. So you know these 13 questions corresponds to the 13 question in the English column. Now you know which question you have put as 10 mark and which has put as 20 mark. I have ordered all 10 marks together and then I have ordered 20 marks at the end. There is no compulsion that it has to be like this. You can also have like 10, 10, 10, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, something like this, 20, and then another 4, 10, and then 20. So this is also okay. This, if you do like this, it means now the fourth question which is there in the English sheet is for 20 marks, right? So it is not this ordering matters. What matters is which question number is assigned which mark. By what you see on the screen, the fourth question, the 8th question and the 13th question. So the 4th question, 8th question and the 13th question are 20 marks, are assigned 20 marks, the rest are all 10 marks, right? I would prefer to have it grouped so that all 10 marks are at the top and then 20 marks at the bottom. But as I said, it is not this ordering of marks, it is this question number paired with marks matters. I hope this is clear, so I am proceeding. So I am just going now to the column S. You have to just choose no, there is no negative marking allowed, so all the questions will be no. Then for the column W, please choose S from the drop down, so because we want to display the question number. For the column AP, we have to choose as both paper. Now this settings, whatever I am showing for the configuration sheet is for a subjective question paper, is for a subjective question paper. For the MCQ question paper, the configuration sheet will be based on what was done for a typical CIA. So those will not follow these columns that I am now showing. I am showing the configuration sheet for a subjective question paper. Now AP will be as both paper, and in AR column you have to choose S, this again for all the subjective questions. And then in the BF column you should allow the revisiting of questions so that students can see any question in any order. So just choose drop down S, and in the column BG you just choose view and edit, so they should be able to view any question without any issues. So let us choose view edit for all the 13 rows. A different configuration was used for third CA, especially for law, but for the end semester let us follow the configuration what I am now showing on the video. And then here comes the column BV, which is now newly introduced after the CA3 of April. Now this is very important, so kindly pay attention. Now what we have to do is we have to say which unit is the question is from. Now what I have done when I am typing the question is I have typed first unit questions, first 3 are from unit 1, the next 3 are from unit 2. I have taken 4 questions from unit 3 because 10 questions you cannot divide equally, and then the last 3 are kind of a comprehensive all unit questions. So that's why I, from the drop down, there's a drop down here, right? So from the drop down I have chosen, yeah, so let me just, yeah, so I'll maybe show this in the blank so that it is very clear. So from the drop down here, what I did is I chose unit 1, I chose like this, unit 2, something like this. So make sure that depending on the questions that is there, you choose the appropriate unit. The following options are provided at the drop down, like unit 1, unit 2, unit 3 and 4, 4, 5 and all. I think law is going to have a pattern of 5, each student will get 5 questions of 10 marks each, so 5 into 10, 50, and they should get 1 from each unit, right? So you will have unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5 questions. For most of the engineering, the 8th semester OE courses, it is decided that we will have 3 into 10 and 120 marks. The 3 10 marks will be 1 each from first unit, second unit and third unit, and then a question from all units. So if it is for an 8th semester engineering OE paper, it will be like having only first unit, second unit, third unit, and that's the question of all. So just let me pause for a moment. So I'm just continuing. So this in the BV column, as I said, against each questions that you have, sorry, so this should be all and this is unit 3. So again, each question that you have, like say, you should say what is the unit corresponding to the 4th question, what is the unit corresponding to the 6th question, so on something, right? So here we have to indicate appropriately. So I repeat, this BV column links the unit of our syllabus corresponding to the questions that we have ordered. Again, here I have ordered my question in this English sheet. in such a way that all my first unit is together at the top, and then comes the second unit, then third unit, and then all. There is no strict requirement like this. Somebody can also have like unit 1 question, then like say a unit 2 question, and then like an unit 3 question, then again like an unit 1 question, unit 2 question and unit 3 question. So that means you can also have like this. So it is not that you should have always unit 1 together, unit 2 together, nothing like that. What is more important is which question in this sheet is corresponding to which unit here. So this question numbers in the configuration sheet corresponds to the same question numbers that you have here, and they are linked to the marks in the column E, and they are also linked to the unit. So let me just change it again, because for the demonstration when I made, I just changed now. So I'll make my first 3 questions are from unit 1, the next 3 are from unit 2, and I have taken 4 questions from unit 3, and again the 3 questions, the 20 mark questions. If you see, these are my 20 mark questions. The 20 mark questions I have made it as all. So these are my 20 mark questions. And again, it's not mandated that you should take only 4 questions should be there only from unit 3. Probably for your syllabus, if you think the second unit should have 4 questions, you may have 3 questions from unit 1, 4 questions from unit 2, and 3 questions from unit 3. So this is all is about the configuration sheet, and this is the configuration sheet once again for the subjective pen paper based assessment. So I'm just saving this. So there may be a compatibility checker showing it, because it depends on the version. So just retain the version in which you have downloaded from TCS, so don't change the version. Now once you have made this file ready, you can rename this file in terms of again course code and with a prefix, with a suffix nsem, so that you know it that you are prepared this file for the nsem. And I hope you have also made sure that your image files are there. Once again I repeat, the image file should be as shastra underscore course code underscore end sem 1234. So you can zip all your image files, okay? So you can zip it. They have advised to make a zip, so don't make it a RAR file or other form of compression. Even if you have WinRAR, you can right click like this and say add to archive, and in this process you can say zip instead of RAR. You can choose the zip format and then give OK, so that it will create a zip file, right? So once this is ready, let's go back to this question management into the web top solution. before uploading the questions, you should upload the media management. So we will first go to the media management, then go to upload, choose the file. So you will in this case choose the zip file because we have lots of images. So I'm choosing the zip file and I'll say press OK and then click on upload. So I have to give a description. Let me say that I will choose a new description. I will say this is for my whatever course code and SEM, something like that. So that I know distinctly what are the images that I have uploaded for course code. So you can give it like your course code, maybe short form of a course code and then some EM, something like that, so that you remember it. So I give a description and I'll say okay. So it's get uploaded. So the files are uploaded. Now some of you after uploading might wants to see the files, so you can just click again media upload, and if you choose the description that you have used, so this is the description I have used, and if you search, your media files will be available. So you can just see the media files even before uploading the question management. So if you want to correct here itself you can delete the file. So you can suppose if this file is not correct, you want to change it, before uploading the question management itself, what you can do is you can delete this media file. Let's say for example I want to delete this fourth file, means I have to just click on here, this media file will get deleted. I'm not going to delete it now, but I'm just showing that you can delete it. And after deleting you can re-upload the new file, so that is possible, right? So even before uploading the question, if you have lots of images, it's good that you verify your images. Once again I want to emphasize here one guideline, that please do not have question number as part of the image file. So that should be one thing that you should know it. So the question should not contain an image. The question number should not be appearing as the part of the image file, right? Okay, so I have verified all my images, so all are looking good. So this is just it's not a must step, but this is just an advisory. If you want, you can check it. After this you should go to the question management, then go to upload download. Then now you have to choose the Excel file that you have prepared. So this is the Excel file that I have prepared. Before uploading, if there is any doubt, you can just open it and make sure that all the columns are filled. So you have exactly 13 questions here, so there are also 13 questions. Make sure there are no blank rows or half filled rows. So once you make sure that your file is correct, all you have to just select this file and then click upload. In case if there are errors, let's see, fortunately there are no errors in this file, but if I have any errors, the errors will be displayed here. Just read the display, it will clearly show in which column, in which row there is error. You have to only re-modify that file and re-upload it, right? There is nothing wrong. But before doing that, you need to make sure that you just delete the question. Just don't upload it twice without deleting or retiring this question. So I'll just show that also as a demo in case if somebody wants to revise the questions that I have uploaded. But once the question is uploaded, you can just again click on this question management. Choose the subject. Now I am putting it on a dummy code, that's why I am choosing this, but you will choose your course code. And then if you click on search, now you will see these are the questions that are appeared. So I have 13 questions, so you can see there are 13 questions. Now whichever is an image question, you can identify by the tag, because for other questions there will be like the question text will be there, but for an image file only this image tag will be there. You can click here to see what is the preview. So this is the preview of this question. What this key denotes is that this question is tagged to the key all. Now you can see this question if you have your Excel file. If you open it, you can know what is this question, and then you will know whether it is tagged to which unit. And you can also see what is a mark allotted for this question. So you can click at any of this icon and see your question. So this question, like for example, is from a unit 3. Let's click at the image question. So I'm just clicking at the image question. So you can see this is the image question, and it's a question from unit all. Let me click some other image question, for example. Yeah, so this is also looks fine. This is also an image question. Probably let me check this question. Yeah, so you can see that the image is coming full when you upload, so that's also not an issue. So here if you don't want to change anything, then it is fine. If you want to make a small editing to already text that you have entered, you can't do editing of an image. But let's say suppose if you have a text question like this and you want to edit, what you have to do is you have to click here, make it unsealed first. So you have to unseal this. You have to do only if you want to edit. So you can just say I want to edit. It is some remark, so you can just enter. So now you can see that your question is unsealed. Once it is unsealed, then you can click here, press on edit question, and you will see these 3 tabs, which is the question attributes. So I don't want to change anything in this attributes. I am okay with all these attributes. In this question text, probably I will add this line. So this is just, I am just showing for an example so that you can see it. So you can edit it. There are also mathematic editors, superscripts, subscripts, very small things that if you want to change it, you can just do it. Like say, you want to make this a superscript, so you can just make it like this, something. And once you have done, you can just save it. Now let's see which is the question. So this is the question that we have edited, because you can identify that it is from an unsealed. Just click it again. Now you can see that the line that I have added during edition is available, superscript is all fine. So once you are convinced that your editing is okay, you have to check it here and again make it the status to seal and then save it. So I will say editing completed. This is just a remark, it's okay, just text something and I just say text completed. So you can see that this is the question that we edited, right? So this is a way that you can edit a question. This edit option can be used if you want to do a minor addition. Now suppose there are cases where you have all your questions as images and there is something flaw and you cannot now edit it. If that is the case, then what to be done? In those cases, you have to retire all the questions or you have to delete all the questions. Retiring can also be used. That is very easier way than deleting. For the deleting, what you have to do is, let's say you want to delete all the questions and then re-upload all the questions again, making corrections in the questions in which there is error. You have to just click here, completely change the status to unseal. After unsealing it, you will be able to delete it under here option. Now you will not be able to delete because the status is sealed. So this is one case. So it just says that it cannot be deleted because it is in a sealed status. The another way of doing this is, I am not going to do, but I am just showing that now you can select all your questions and then change status to retire. Once you retire these questions, the questions will disappear from the screen. Or probably I'll just show this because there are also people who are doing this for the first time. So what I have done is I have clicked here, so all my questions are selected. I'll just pick retire. It will say, do you want to retire? Okay, so I'll say I want to retire and change my question, something like this. So I'll just retire. So once I retired, you can see that there are the 10 questions have disappeared. Now there are only 3. I'll click this 3 also and change it to retire. I'll just say okay. I'll put retire the questions. Okay, so my question is there is nothing in this course code, right? Though in principle, if you want to edit only 3 or 4 questions, it is possible to just retire only those 3 or 4 or delete 3 or 4. I would advise, because this is the first time you are using, even if you want to retire only 3 or 4 or delete 3 or 4, instead of doing it only 3 or 4, just retire all the questions in your question bank. So all the 13 questions or all the 26 questions, let it be retired, or you can unseal it and delete it. Now once you have retired, unsealed and deleted, go back to your question upload file, make changes here to whatever questions you want to change it. Maybe only you want to change this question, now you make changes here. Now suppose if the image itself is now an error, what you should do is you need to upload new images. So already you have uploaded to image 4, you need to upload maybe from image 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that, right? So instead of deleting the old images, what you can do is you can upload new image files, and those new image files can be given in this file names. So you can upload new image files, and after uploading the new image files, make sure those new names are now referred here, and then come back here again, go to upload, choose the file. Now I have not done any correction, so I am only just showing it. So I'll just upload the same file, and you will see here this is successfully uploaded. You just click here, search for your course, and then say search. Now you will see 13 questions. So this ends the process of the stage 1. I quickly recap for the stage 1. For the stage 1, you should go to this webtop solution, content authoring engine. From the question management, first you should download the template. After downloading the template, you can copy paste the questions that you have already prepared and kept in the Excel format. Make sure the configuration sheet is filled as per what is indicated in this video. Very important thing is this mark column. So this mark column is to be specific to the question numbers that you have used, and the last key column or the unit key column where you will tell which where you will tell which unit is linked to which key. So this is the unit column. So make sure your unit column is filled. After doing this, you save the file probably with the course code and a suffix end semester. Then go to this webtop, upload your media files there. After uploading the media files, come to the question management, then upload the Excel file. I would advise, before uploading the media files and the Excel file, thoroughly see your image file, make sure it is flawless, so that you don't require to do the cumbersome process of retiring the questions and then re-uploading it. If there are any clarifications, you can email me at my email ID or ping me. This is the same number I have on WhatsApp. I may not be able to address your queries on phone call, but I would be happy to address in a very short time if you can reach me on email or on WhatsApp. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are able to complete this stage 1 without any issue. Thank you.